If you guys remember, a couple videos ago, I did say I was gonna get a daily for the daily. It's a manual car, Toyota, little 4-banger. No way, bro. It is so slow. This car is sold. The guy already sent over the check, just waiting for it to clear. What is up? What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. On a little side quest right now on the way to the homie's house, the homie Panda. Lend him a hand and go pick up some wheels at his house. He's gonna drive his car to my house, and we're gonna achieve perfect fitment on the 350Z today. He needed a little bit of help with my fitment expertise, so I said, why not? Not before we're gonna slap on some new wheels that he got for his 350Z in the front, with a little something extra just to make it sit perfectly flush. And by something a little extra, a spacer that I have. I'm gonna let him borrow him, or even probably even have, to be honest. I don't really care. But yeah, that's what we're about to do today. I'm gonna go pick up the wheels, follow him to my house, and slap them on. So as you guys can see, hopefully you guys can hear me with this loud ass car in the back, but he has RPF1s in the back and Nizzles in the front. So what we're gonna do today is take off these Nismos and throw on these RPF1s in the front, but with a little bit of extra help, I guess you can say, with that spacer to make the fitment flush. There's actually a super common question that I get all the time. What specs am I running? What's the best specs for Z's? What's the best specs for Q's? Blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to try to help you guys today and tell you guys exactly what this guy's going to be running and what I run and what you should run and all that good stuff. But damn, here's this camera quick.
What's the offset on a plus 45?
I would hope not. Yeah, 45.
What the hell?
But yeah, it'll work. This thing sounds so sick, bro. I should have capped my Z when I built the motor, but I was being a cheap ass, but I'll cap it sooner than later. All right, guys, so the Nismos are off. The RPF ones are about to go on. The spacers that is going to go on this exact setup is a inch spacer, 25 millimeters. I guess the wheels are 18 by 9.5 plus 45. It still work perfectly. Usually I like to use offsets that are either 15 or 22, but I mean, this should still work. If I'm not mistaken, this is like a Subaru spec, but with the spacer it should work perfectly fine. Oh yeah, the tires are all messed up, but meanwhile he's finishing this, I'm gonna clean up the wheel for him real quick. It's pretty dusty, but let's clean him up for him real quick. Just like that, they're brand new again.
Alright, rest in peace, my friend. I have a feeling it's gonna crush it.
If my calculations are right, it should be perfect. Oh, I already cracked, bro.
That's fucked up.
What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you?
I'm changing out the tires anyway, but oh no, it's solid.
I told you.
Actually, it's chilling.
I'm a math magician, bro.
You know what? I might add my other tires in. I have like a brand new pair. It's gonna be overkill, honestly. But I mean, they're
285,
like
you're crazy.
Yes, they're 285s.
You're wild. Nah. I think that's perfect right there, bro. It's like flush, kind of.
Look at it, sticks out of my bumper.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That's fire fitment. Tell me, guys. The Lucky looks hard now with the 18s in the front, with the 17s in the rear with the fat tire. I feel like RPF ones are played out, but for a good reason, bro. These are sick ass wheels. Great wheels for the price. Super lightweight. And I feel like they got a kind of like a bad rep on them now, but they're great wheels, bro. I've had 3 pairs already. You want to know a fun fact? You want to know that for my first pair of wheels ever, I was trying to buy some RPF ones at like a tire shack thing. I was like 17 or 18, bro. And I remember I have like a picture of the paper somewhere.
Oh, for your RXX?
No, for the Z. And I remember the fitment that the guy gave me. Because I mean, we all start somewhere, bro. I didn't know the perfect specs for the Z.
He gave you not even 5x114.
No, it was like 18 by 8.5 plus like 40 something or something stupid.
Like this, 45.
Yeah, but an 8.5, but that would have been terrible.
Yeah.
Would have been like stock fitment.
Yeah.
I was telling him if he put like another inch spacer right here, like a 15 mil, I would say closer to an inch. It'll say so flush in the back as well.
Hey Siri, play No One Noticed by the Maria's extended version.
All right.
You ever get the urge at 3 a.m. to take your jack on a walk? Just be like.
You know, one time, no bullshit. I think I changed some wheels at like midnight over here, like the exact same spot, and I did that shit. But not on purpose because I literally had to do it.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. Fitment check. What'd I tell you, bro? I'm a math magician.
You look good, real good, actually. Oh my god.
So, if you have a 9.5 in the front on a Z, a 1-inch spacer will make it perfect. If you have a 10.5 in the front, it should fit perfect as it is. Exhibit A. Can't really see it, but my Z has a 10.5 in the front. Perfect. So if you have a 9.5, I do recommend a 1-inch spacer in the front, or if it's a 10.5. The Q has a 10.5 in the front. Perfect fitment. There you have it. 9.5 with the 1-inch spacer, or just 10.5 in the front. It'll make it spot on. As for offset, I do recommend either 15 or 22, plus 15 or plus 22. This one did have, I think, plus 45, which still works, like I said. But yeah, I would recommend you guys using plus 15 or plus 22 on these cars. Alright guys, so I'm not sure if this is going to be a whole new video or if it's a video of me starting the Q50 or if it's a video before me starting the Q50. But if you guys remember, a couple videos ago I did say I was going to get a daily for the daily. Well, me and my dad were. And here it is. It's a manual car, Toyota. Little 4-banger. This is pretty sick, bro. It's not fast at all, but it's manual. And it's a gas saver. This car literally checked off all the boxes. So we're driving it home now, and once I get home, I'll show you guys the car. So it's a manual little Toyota, so there can only be one kind of Toyota. Obviously it's a Corolla, but there's a little catch to it. You guys are probably gonna like it. It's pretty sick, bro. For a little beater, it's pretty fucking dope, I'm not gonna lie. Should I do a little pull in this thing? See how fast it is? My dad drove it before me. He said it's fast. Is there traction control in this thing? Is there? What the hell? It doesn't look like it. Let's do a little first gear. No way, bro. This shit is so slow. Bro, 0 to 60 and almost the whole freaking distance of one light to another. Bro, damn, this is slow. But it's cool, bro. It's a dope little manual car. Perfect. Perfect little beater. The little red match though, damn. Damn, them 40-year-olds look like they smacked though. What's up with that? that little Accord don't want to see me, homie. You don't want to see me, dog. Little 4-year-old. Oh, shit's in neutral, idiot. Should I do a little 4-year-old, see? Because it did feel a little stronger than the first gear. No way, that's full throttle, bro. I mean, what can I expect? It's a little 4-banger, but damn. You know what's funny, though? A couple years ago, I drove one of my homies' FRSs, and I think it had, like, headers, intakes, exhaust. I don't think it was tuned, but it had a couple of little goodies on it. And I drove it to LA, and he said, do a little pull. So I did like a little 50 roll in second gear. Bro, that shit felt so slow, bro. Like, it sounds so sick. It sounds like a fast car, but it's not going anywhere. And this car feels similar to that. Obviously, bro, obviously, I understand this is not a fast car by any means. Nor do I want it to even be a fast car. But it's just so funny, like, to feel like you're literally pedal to the metal that's not going anywhere. Oh, that Corolla don't want no smoke, dog. Look at that shit. Got a fucking Tommy on it and everything. Fool, you don't want that smoke, dog. Alright, guys, so I did tell you it was a Corolla. 2019 Corolla XSE, I believe. The color says it's black, but there's hella of this blue flake that's making me believe it's blue, so I don't know. But it's a hatchback. Pretty sick little car, bro. Corolla hatchback is the beater now. Hell yeah. I told you guys, for those of you guys that watched that video when I talked about it, that this car would be perfect to go pick up wheels and other car parts like that because of the hatch. Well, I didn't say because of the hatch at the time, but that's what I meant, because it has a hatch. And it's good on gas, and it's pretty dope, bro. But it's all around pretty dope, and it's locked. The fuck? Okay. Anyways, the interior, pretty nice. Car's pretty well taken care of. Plenty of space back here for passengers in the back. It's a sick little hatchback, bro. Should I slam it or something? Should I modify it? Lower it on some RPF ones or something? No, I'm just kidding. But it's a sick little car, bro. Like I said, you guys are probably not gonna see this car on the channel a whole lot. I'm not gonna do anything to it besides like some window tint or something. But this car is literally gonna be a little beater, so you'll probably will see it like when I go pick up car parts. But that's about it. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty nice, bro. Like I said, I'm not sure if I posted this video yet, but this car is sold. The guy already sent over the check, just waiting for it to clear, and he's gonna come pick it up from Idaho, actually, so pretty far. It's pretty sad, bro. I don't think I'm ever gonna see this car again once he leaves because of how far it's gonna be. But yeah, I put on the stocks today. I bought 2 new tires for the guy because the tires weren't in the best condition. And yeah, the car's pretty much ready to go. Kind of sad when I think about it. Guys, I should have recorded my reaction when I hopped in this car. You never know how much of a stiff clutch you got until you drive a stock ass little car like that. My leg is hurting right now. And it's funny because I'm so used to it. Like whenever I hop into it, like when I'm like consistently driving this car, it does not feel strong at all. It feels normal to me. And right now that I was driving that little Corolla, this thing feels like crazy. It's just funny, bro. My legs are literally like hurting. Okay, it's maybe not hurting, but I do feel like the weight of it. And like it's so funny because the grabbing points are so different too. But I just had to hop on here and say that. It's just funny. Alright guys, so I'm editing this video and I did want to make something clear. Since I did say that this car is pretty much sold, which it is, I just want to make it clear that that Corolla is not the replacement for the Q50. In case any of you guys might have thought that, that is not the replacement for it. That's actually the replacement for the G37. It's like a third car pretty much that me and my dad will both drive. So it's a little beater. The replacement for this one is coming very, very soon. As soon as, like I said, that check clears and the guy picks it up, we'll start car shopping. I do have a few cars in mind right now. Hopefully we could be able to get one of those. I really want a specific one, and if I get it, bro, it's gonna be so crazy, so sick, and I really hope I could get it. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, the next video you guys will see will probably be the one of him picking it up. He should be coming in the next couple of days. The check should be clearing very, very soon, and once it clears, well, it'll be pretty much ready for pickup. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me, subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell button so you guys can be alerted whenever I post. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.